Hey everyone, welcome back to Farming Simulator 25, where we're continuing our playthrough on the Riverbend Springs map. I am still recovering from my surgery, hence the reason why there's no face cam, whatever you want to call it, at the moment. Again, there's nothing wrong with my face. It is actually shaven. I had to shave the beard off to so they could put a mask on my face, all that sort of stuff. But other than that, we will go back to head cam at some point. I just didn't feel comfortable at the moment, so that's where we're at. In the previous video, we were doing the sugarcane, which is actually still happening. The worker is still going, and which you can see right here. They are still getting along, getting there. It's a long process though. And we did all this stuff with potatoes, and then just between videos, when I was finishing off the field, I found two things. One was that I could fill up this planter directly from the pig feed machine over there, and then I just came here because I thought, well, I'll see if I can unload these, and I found that the start filling thing is there. Did I not notice it in the last video? That might have been something that was right there. So we didn't need to get that auger loader thing, so that was stupid. One thing I have worked out though is that there's no way to unload this planter. So it is now full of potatoes, and it's going to stay that way, which is fine. It just means that I guess it's ready to go for the next planting crop, which we won't be doing for a while. Now, I didn't have a place for this, did I? Because I did not own it before. I don't think we can unload it back into the pig thing. We'll just check it just to be sure. I don't want to come make these stupid claims and then find out. No, there's definitely no unload option. Alright. Well, that is that. What we're going to do is I am going to sell that auger because we do not need it. I've just got to find it. Well, as I said in the last video, we're living and learning. We're making mistakes, and I don't really know what that means for the financing thing. I'm just having to assume that we're getting still charged the financing, so any money we make from selling that item is not scamming the system, and it is purely, you know, we're going to pay it out anyway. We're going to still lose money because we will have paid all the interest on financing what we just sold. But I don't know, because they might not have the ability with that plugin to be able, with the mod, to be able to accommodate somebody financing and then selling. I don't know. So, alright, what we need to do. So the potatoes are done. So if we zoom out, here they are. Here's our potatoes. So they are growing. This one is still obviously happening. And next we needed to do some oats in field 5, which is right here, and these are for the horses. So I think it's this machine here. Okay, oats, we've got some seed, we've got fertilizer, so we're ready to go. That manure pile is getting pretty big. We're good. Yep, we're good to go. Alright, this shouldn't take too long at all. Hopefully we can just whip around, get this done. And then we'll check out what's left. Oh, don't tell me I screwed that field up again. It's the only problem with the direct drill, even though I don't have crop destruction on. This, well, because it's designed to basically do crop destruction, it will just do it. So if you back over another field, you will drill it. And I've done it several times. Well, I've at least done it twice now. I need to stop being lazy, and I need to lift the machine up when I'm changing positions, because yeah, I get lazy and I don't. I just leave it as is because I just can't be bothered with the buttons. If I probably had a big wheel set up with all the buttons and everything else, it would be a lot more convenient. But just using a controller, some of the controls to move things up and down and stuff like that, they're not like super convenient. So a lot of the time, like right now, I get lazy and I just leave this thing actually just running, already lowered, and just do it, whereas I should lift it up, get it in position, and then put it back down, and then I wouldn't be damaging the machine, because doing it my way is obviously damaging the machine as well, technically. I don't know if it damages it in the actual game, but in the real world it would. And potentially stuffs up some crops. I'm really curious to see this sugarcane, whether the amount of effort to plant all of that big field is going to be worthwhile. Is it going to be total overkill because we just got way too much sugarcane? That's possible. I mean, can you technically ever have too much? Because you can always sell it. Right, last little patch. Beautiful. Quick check of the field. Make sure it looks right. Yep, looks good. Still haven't got 7 done, but that is because that is going to be corn, which is next month. I would like to get another cornfield though, so we do need to decide about that. Because we don't... That one field is not enough corn for our pigs. Well, I don't feel it is, but... It's a weird way for that manure to be stacking up in there. Especially when there's all that room. Okay, how are we going? Still not done. Okay, how's the playground looking? $81. All right, well, I don't want to speed it up because of the... What do you call it? The worker. Because they don't go any faster. They still go at the same speed. Let's have a look. So if we wanted more corn, because I've got 9 and 10, I was going to do sorghum. That's for flour. Okay, so those two I had dedicated to doing flour for our cakes. And then we could buy 11. Oh, that's big. Just looking at other options here, like, because you could come down here and start doing stuff. But they're pretty expensive and it's a lot of land around it. That one's on the other side of the water, which I'm not really keen on. Obviously this 16, 14, 11. Don't know. 11 might be the next best option. The other thing to do is look. So I'd have to see. So that's 11's got grass in it already, so we could get some more grass. We could see what happens next month. All right, let's have a look. Chickens, they're fine. Cows, they're pretty good. I mean, they could get a top up. They're okay. The pigs, I have now, we had emptied all the food and I have now just put in the pig food. So their health is low because they went down to 0 because they ran out of food, but their health should now pick back up. We've got goats here. They're okay. Sheep are okay. And the horses are okay. Now, if we look at our animal dealer, just to show. So our dairy cow barn is now full. They have breeded. I don't know whether we should sell these older ones and then have them keep doing milk. I don't know. I don't know if this is the sort of thing or if this one here, just let them be what they are and just leave them. I don't know. This one here, they still have not reached maturity, so we're still only half full. The pigs, for some reason, we ended up somehow over. We got one pig extra, so they have bred nicely. So we have to decide. I have to keep an eye on this age here to see when they're puberty, because the whole point of pigs is to sell them, because, you know, the assumption is I'm assuming we're butchering them or selling them off to an abattoir to get butchered. So we're going to want to sell off the older ones so that then these can have babies, and that's the cycle, because otherwise what's the point of the pigs? Well, puberty is 6 months. Serious? So we could already sell these once they're at full health. Our goats, they're now full. They're just not fully mature. We've got 28 here that are young. And the sheep, somehow we ended up with more again. Eight months can reproduce. But again, I don't know whether we want to do that or we just go with the wool. The horses, they still have not got to puberty yet, so we're a little short. And the chickens, well, the chickens are just full, so I think we just leave them alone. Again, I don't know. If you have an opinion, let me know in the comments. Is it something that you sell the older ones off and continuously go through the cycle, or do you only do that in the obvious ones, like the pigs, which is only for meat, and these ones here, which is not the milking cows? These ones here we obviously will sell off. So yeah, let me know what you think about that. And even the chickens, like, do you sell off the older chickens and then have them breed again? Or is that not worth the money? So they're not. So I don't know why there's zero reproduction. I don't know. $2,192. Well, they haven't bred yet, so we're not going to do those. The pigs, though, like, is that top price? Well, no, it's not going to be top price. But we need to see what they are at 100%. 100%, then we work out what we do. I'm assuming that would be top price. Okay, so that's where we're at with that. And as for everything else, production-wise, the bakery is waiting. Cement, that's fine. I just unloaded a whole heap of that. See that corn level? That is from one. That is from our one field. So I'm thinking we need more. The goat's milk definitely needs to increase. The cow milk is fine. Obviously flour we need to do more of. We haven't done that. That's all good. The water's good. The rope factory, still the plan is to sell that once I know for sure the playground doesn't want it. And we're making clothes again because I had some fabric in there. And there's nothing else to sell. I've already done everything in here. So I think we are just waiting for two things, this and the playground just to see what the next level is. And this is going to be finished soon. And then we can move to the next month. And what I want to do is then we're going to buy or finance the mower, which I'm going to show once we get there. So let's get back to the playground. We're at 45. Alright, well let's speed it up a little bit just to get this playground done. It's not going to impact our worker because there's nothing else to do today anyway. And he's got plenty of time to finish off. And this will be ticked over in a minute. Bang, there it is. Okay, so we have changed. Oh, so we need 1 pallet of planks and some planks long, so we can stop the wood beams now? I wonder if we've finished wood beams altogether. So we probably want to do both planks and planks long. Just deactivate the wood beams. We're just going to wait for this guy to finish. Guy, gal, who is it? It is a guy. Have you got... Whoops. Oh, you've got a man bun? Come on. Are there many farmers out there with man buns? I wouldn't have thought so, but... I'll let them finish off. I won't get in the way of the process. Let's have a look. It's very light green, isn't it? Okay, so that is done. We are... Yeah, I didn't double fertilize that grass. I just couldn't be bothered. All right, looking good. Now we just got to wait a year for it to grow. Well, we'll probably have to fertilise it. You know what? I'm going to park this in the horse shed. I think we're ready to go to the next month. I think we are. Let's just check. Sugar beets, no, we don't do that. So we did sugar cane, we did potatoes. We don't do peas, we don't do that. We did our oats, grass, not worried about grapes, cotton we're not doing anymore. So we're ready to go. Next month we have corn and sorghum. Yep, corn and sorghum we've got to get in there. Okay, I was hoping I had a tractor close to the door, but I ended up further away. Actually, the harvester was closer. Alright, let's sleep. Sleepy, sleepy. Okay, yeah, so we just got charged 3 lease vehicle payments, so I think we are definitely paying for those items still. Financing, not lease. I keep saying the wrong word. Okay, so we've got our animals to deal with. Anything for sale here? Let's have a look. Triple hopper. That would have been good, but we already own it. Bale loader. No. Okay. Now, we're going to have, I'm assuming, a lot of weeding to do. So, growing. It's ready to harvest. Is that grass field there? Whoever planted that, it's not ready to harvest? Oh, hang on. That's not grass. What is that? No, it's not soybeans. Oh, no, it is grass. Right, we've got to do all of our animal care as well. But I might leave that for now, because we're going to whip. We could do a quick weed. Okay, missing altogether here. There we go. Intrigued to see the sugarcane. We'll just get this weeded and then we'll go down to weed that and we'll have a look. See what it looks like. Okay, that's that. Let's have a look. Yeah, you can sort of see concepts of it being sugarcane. It's just a little bit low at the moment, but doing this weeding should make it stand out a bit more as well. I can't tell if it's obvious where the weeds are. But no. Didn't mean to start a worker. Alright, we'll just do this last couple and then I'll check the map, see if I missed one or anything like that. There's a chance I did, but who knows? Go a little bit there and a little bit up the other side. Hopefully this is the spot I missed. Just the edge of it. That was it. Yeah, look. Oh, stuck on my machine. Yeah, that's looking good. It's gonna look good. It's going to be interesting to see how it looks once it's fully grown. But some crops look better than others. I like the look of this crop. I think it looks good. Now, if I'm going to buy the Big M thing, then it sounds like a stupid name, Big M thing. I don't know if everybody has this, but in Australia, where I live, we have a milk drink, flavoured milk, that's called a Big M. So every time I think of this mower, I think of the flavoured milk. I was like, oh my god. Okay, so what I want to do is, if we are going to buy that, then we don't need these. So we're going to sell these. And hopefully it's not a mistake. I'll buy the, I'll finance. Got to say the right word. It's not a lease. I'm financing. Now, I know financing is a mod, but I think, as I said it when I put the mod on, I don't see, as even though it's not a part of the base game, I don't see it as being a cheat or unrealistic, because most businesses, and that includes farmers, because farming is a business, they'll either lease or finance their equipment. They don't buy everything out outright. You get a loan or you finance through a finance company. You know, again, in Australia, most of them would probably do it as a, possibly even a lease. But they would do it as something that is pre-tax and get some fringe benefits, that sort of thing, as a bit of a tax write-off for their business. Now, of course, if you're a farmer, feel free to correct me, but, you know, I don't see that as being something unreasonable, because they do. They would definitely finance a lot of the equipment, or even lease it. Like I said, it would be potentially a lease that would be done pre-tax to save on their tax and obviously to get the most value out of the equipment. So, right. Now, the difference... I did put a couple of mods in, but one of them's not really a big mod, right? So the base one is this. This is the big M450. 10 meters wide, 25 kilometers per hour. Blah, blah, blah. Right. If you want to buy it, there's nothing special about it. Not nothing special. Change the tires. Now, technically, it doesn't give us any greater width than what I have on my tractor right now with the two things. But I'm hoping what it means is it's just a simpler control. It's like maybe turn it on and off and it just does both instead of me having to manually change both. Plus, you know, it's its own driving machine. It's not using my tractor. Now there is this mod one, which is the same width. All the specs are exactly the same. The difference with this one is this one you can do different colors. That's pretty much it. And, you know, beacon lights and windows and whatever else. So I installed it, but that was not my plan. This one, on the other hand, is different. This is the special edition Krone Big M, which some reason is cheaper. I don't know why. But it has a lot of different things. Well, it's cheaper for the base one. We can turbo it up. So that's like 40 kilometers an hour. What is that? I guess that's 35. It's still 10 meter width. Is that 35 at mowing speed and 40 driving speed? I assume so. With it at turbo, it's now 70 kilometers per hour, but it's still 35 mowing. And then you can go supercharged. I don't know what supercharged. It's actually no difference in price. Is it just changing the logo? I see a little logo that's changing between turbo and supercharged. It's not any faster. Doesn't seem to be... Oh no, it has more horsepower. Okay. So, I'm going to go with the top one. I think I'm also going to get some wide wheels on the front. We can get a tint. Costs money. You can get different colored tints. You can go real dark. I don't think I'd do that. You know, light tint, that's pretty good. And then we can add a PTO. That's a lot of money, 23 grand. But the thing is, and I don't know if I'm ready to do it, but I'm going to buy it with it anyway. The theory is you could put a baler right on the back, or you could put a tedder, and you could do that at the same time as you're mowing to save time. We might try it. So I'm going to finance that over 2 years. Make sure it's sitting there. Okay, it's sitting there. Now we're going to sell these guys. I guess we repair, paint, sell. Oh, 8 grand. Hang on, let me have a look at the price. So 8,859 to paint it. Now, if I sell it now, that's 36. $46, 10 grand. So it's still worth painting. just repair that. $57,000 to repaint my tractor. Well, that ain't happening until we're ready to sell it. So we have to drive that back, but here we go. Here's our big M. Let's get in the cab, have a look around. Looking nice. Yeah, so there's only one control now. I don't have to... What did I didn't mean to do whatever that just did. Did I unfold it? Whoa, that is fast. That is definitely supercharged. Holy crap. This thing's like lightning. So, let's see if we can try it with the Tedder, because we do need to... I do want hay. Hay is my primary thing at the moment. Do we need grass? I don't think we do. I think we just need hay. Can I back this up enough to get it? That'll be the challenge. If I find it too difficult, then we'll just do it as separate tasks, which that's not going to bother me. I just wanted the machine. I just wanted it. God, it's so quick. Okay, so we need to unfold. Oh, that's the Tedder. Sorry, unfold. All right, let's lower. Oh, I didn't think it was going to do that back one for a second. Oh, it's so fast. All right, and then we can obviously turn it on. Oh. Goes up. Interesting. And then we can lower and turn on the Tedder. Actually, hang on. So which mode are we in? So we're in wide spreading mode. So we could... How do you actually change that? Oh, toggle mode. Swath drop. Left swath. Right swath. So we'll just go wide, because we're going to Tedder anyway, so it's like, well, why not? I just need to, you know, let's just zoom back so I can see if this is actually going to work. Because I haven't got the GPS on. I need to concentrate on the front, not the Tedder. Oh, I keep missing. I'm too busy watching the back. Yeah, we didn't really need as big a... We'd probably get a smaller tether if we were going to continue to do it this way. I did go to all the extra effort to buy a tether this big, but we don't really need it. Now, if we're going to do this, which, why wouldn't we? This is going to save a hell of a lot of time. Hell of a lot of time. Hell of a lot of time. So we are limiting ourselves to 15 kilometers an hour with the tether. I'm assuming that's what's holding us back, because without it, I would imagine we could mow at 35. But this is probably still smarter. Maybe. Yeah, because otherwise what you'd have to do is you'd have to mow and then still come back and do the tedding and windrow as we need, if we need. But in theory, we could put a baler on the back as well. So if we're doing, which we will do at some stage, so if we're either going to do grass or silage, we can put a baler straight on the back. We can configure this to do swath, and because we're not using the bale wrap, we're using the square bales now. We can just whip around. It'll probably still slow it down because I'm guessing the speed will be limited to the baler, and we can yeah, we can be baling the grass at the same time as we're mowing it. And then if we want to make it silage, we come back and wrap it, which was the plan anyway, because that's why I moved to the square bales. Because I just didn't want that constant stop-start that you have to do with the round ones. It's very annoying. I know you've got to now do an extra step to do the wrapping, but I still think, I actually feel that's more I don't know, it's satisfying, enjoying, I don't know. I just find it easier to do it as a two-step process than I do having to do the round bales and having to stop every time we get full. I mean, I'm not using any sort of logic driving here at the moment. I'm just whipping around, but the fact that we're just doing a widespread anyway and we're doing the tedding means that we don't really need to follow a path. We don't need to be accurate to the GPS lines, or as long as all the grass gets mowed, it's going to get tedded. So yeah, I'll have to have a look at that, because it would make sense to get a smaller tedder. I still probably want it a little bit wider than the 10. We'll probably end up with the bloody tedder I had before, which I just swapped out. Which would be a little bit annoying, but, you know, again, you got to try these things. If you do the tedding separately, this is definitely a good one because it's huge. But it's just not needed for this mower. Now my plan is that I want to get this set up also on the other map, on the Huton Pantai map. I mean, I'd love to get this set up permanently on every map going forward, because once you get a taste of this good equipment, It's hard to go back. You know, having this machine actually makes mowing really enjoyable. I would contemplate doing lots of mowing, lots of contracts with this machine. Alright, there we go. So let's turn off. I don't know what I'm controlling here. Got another field to do. And then I've got to windrow it and bale it. It's the only downside with the... Jesus, those things flop around on the back of this tractor. Yeah, they're really flopping around. Don't know if they're meant to do that. Just out of curiosity, if I go into the shop, you're going to want 10 meters. That's 8.7. No, okay, well, we're not changing it because the rest of them are all too small. So I think we want the one we've got. It's technically too wide, but... Unless I can find one in a mod that's actually... I wonder if there is a mod one that's chroned that's suitable for this machine. Because I'm worried about this tether hitting things. Anyway, I'll again look at that between videos and work something out. We'll either stay as we are, or I will install a mod that gives me a more matching system. Because there's probably more for this. There was probably more mods that went with this pack or something. I don't know. I'll have to have a look. I'll see what other options they got too. They might even have some more specific things. Not that we need anything, because I mean, I'm not going to strap a windrow on the back as well. That's going to be a bit ridiculous. We'll have a train go around and do everything. Yeah, a bit of banging on the pole there. But if you do want this PTO set up where you can attach a thing to the back of it, you have to get the mod one. The standard one in the game does not have the ability to add the PTO. I don't know if that's because it's not possible in real life, and this is like a dream machine that's not even possible, or they just didn't decide to put it in the game yet. Don't know. You'd have to know more about the machines and do more research and that sort of stuff to actually see, well, what, you know, because that's what I mean. I'm assuming that a lot of this stuff is actually real and possible, but it could be that some of this stuff is like, no, what's in the base game is what's real and possible. This is actually like not realistic and would never be they would never do. You know, I don't know. If you do, feel free to let me know. Now the only problem with that, yeah, sometimes we're going to get bits that don't get tethered probably. Especially when I'm changing directions. Or I go into grass that's off the field. Now I could solve that by just stopping the mowers and just whipping around again with the tether. But I don't think we'll bother with that. Alright, we'll just quickly get this bit done, and then I just want to do one last thing before we wrap up this video, and then I'll do probably the rest. I'll do a lot of work between videos if I get time. I'll see how I go. I'm just going to buy that extra cornfield, because then I can plant the corn between videos and you'll know what I'm doing. You'll have seen that I bought the field. And then we have to make sure that we sell enough products and have enough money to continue to pay our financing. But hopefully we'll deliver all that wood stuff to the playground. Keep that going. And also, you know, a lot of our productions are going to start producing. Hence the word production. And we'll actually start selling a lot of it. And I'm hoping to start actually making money, because most of this, I think, like, we've been doing a lot of groundwork. And I think most of the groundwork is now done. It's now about actually doing the work. Not doing the work, making the money. Alright, so that's good. Alright, well, I'll whip that back. Like I said, I'll check out the mods, see if there's a better tether for this. set up. I'll have to windrow all that grass and then bale it. Or hay, not grass. And we are going to... Oh, that's the thing. I didn't look. I mean, I could mow it. I don't know what we'll get from it. It's still growing. I don't think it'll let us. It's a shame. Okay, so 11's going to be corn. I don't know if I can. Let me just have a look. I'm just going to quickly whip this tedder back. I'm just going to leave that there for now. So fast. This thing is almost like too fast. Too fast for me. No. Okay, that's what I thought. He won't mow it at all. It's fine. I just thought it might have been like the field grass that it might have just done it, but no. Oh, well, we just have to lose that and just plant our corn in. Oh god, do I have to cultivate it? Probably. Yeah, I'm gonna have to cultivate it. Alright, well, we're gonna have to leave it there anyway. We need to stop, otherwise I'll just keep going forever and ever and ever. So let me know your thoughts, opinions in the comments. If you have any thoughts on what you want on the farm, anything else, do let me know. And obviously I've got some clear plans, but you know, if you have any other ideas, do let me know. And if you're enjoying the content, please do consider subscribing, hit that like button, check out the channel membership join button if you want to support the channel further and get early access to these videos. Say hi in the comments, let me know you're watching. I read all the comments, answer them all as soon as I possibly can. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.